Leicester are top of the league, Southampton are flying, and Nacho is now a robot. Lockdown is here. Now, we promised we keep filming for you guys, and we have delivered. Nacho, you don't look so bloody good.
Mate, I like it. I feel like I've lost a lot of weight here. I'm looking $1 million, and it's such a shame not to be there with you. I miss you so much, but the show must go on. Big wins for Chelsea and Man United, and of course, we've got to talk about Everton losing that game.
Mate, even when you're not here, you're still trying to mug me off.
I gotta apologise, mate, but the show must go on. So, without further ado, let's talk about the hot topics for Game Week 9.
First topic. Kane and Son, what do we do? Right, Nacho, what are you thinking, mate?
It's the tricky one, this, and I think both of us are in the similar boat where we have both players in our teams, don't we? So it's a really tricky one right now because Spurs have been so good this season. Both of them have been on fire, but I do feel like it is time to part ways with one of them. It's such a tough thing to say, but for me, I think right now selling one of them looks the likely move. Them fixtures are tough, mate, aren't they? They are tricky.
They are really difficult. I think, they've done quite well, haven't they, in the last few games, and they've kind of snucked wins where they wouldn't have won before. I think if we look at the assets individually, I think of the two, I'm kind of more inclined to keep Kane.
Yes,
I think, we look at his historical record against big sides, which they are playing over the next few games, and he's done quite well in the past. He tends to get a goal. So I still think he can provide quite good value. I think Son is more of a sell for me.
Yeah.
I think, he's reasonable money, and there's so many midfielders who are doing well. And we'll touch on it a bit more later. But I think, I've got a real keen eye on Kevin De Bruyne. So I think of the two, Son is a more big sell for me, but obviously Kane's more money. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree. I think the way I'm looking at it right now is Son has been unbelievable value, but he is overperforming in comparison to Kane. Kane has the penalties, which is a real appeal. And I just think as well, the midfield options this season are so good that I really want some money to put into the likes of, well, we're going to talk about some replacements in a minute, but I think there's some really, really good options in that midfield. So right now, I think Son is probably the better sell. I don't think you can go in with two instead of fixtures at all.
Yeah, so it's a keep Kane, sell Son.
Right, Conor, you ready for the next hot topic, mate?
Ready, mate.
I brought my own. Don't worry about that. Here we go.
Very nice.
Always prepared. Right, so second hot topic is fixture swings. So as we know, there's a lot of teams right now who are kind of coming into good fixtures, coming out of fixtures. So first team I'm going to put in there for us to talk about is Man United. They've had a great result, obviously, against you boys, and the fixtures look really good. But can we trust them?
You just constantly trying to wind me up? It's all right while you're sat at home, just chilling out, and he just thinks he can get away with anything now.
To be fair, I'm so far away from you, mate, that it's a great opportunity for me to just dig out, really.
You wait till you get back in here.
No, we're good.
But yeah, no, Man United. Well, I'm a Bruno Fernandes owner, so I have to say I am very happy. And they do
very well.
He did do well, yeah. And they've got good fixtures coming up. I think the thing with Bruno is that he is a perfect fantasy asset. He's on all the set pieces. He's so attacking. And I thought he was fantastic against Everton.
Yeah,
I can definitely say that he was the most integral player in that whole team.
Yeah.
Now, yes, we know he's not great at home, but he is a very consistent player. And that West Brom, it's a good fixture, isn't it? Yeah. I think the other one we could look at as well, if you need an extra player, is Rashford. That little bit cheaper, but I think I still prefer.
As well. Bit of a differential.
Definitely. I think I prefer Fernandes, and I would advise to go for him, but Rashford's not bad as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think Man United do look really good options going forward. It is more of a case of whether you trust Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United as a team as a whole. But if you are looking at fixtures over form, then I think Man United could be a really good option. Again, it's the price point of Fernandes, which is really tricky to come to. Especially when we look at the Man City fixtures coming forward, you want them premium assets to go into them. But if you can look for a differential, Rashford or Fernandes could really be that one. I'm looking at the people who are maybe sat in a few million in a rank. This could be the opportunity to really climb that gap. So I think Man United, if you're looking for a punt, for sure.
Definitely. So they're a team with good fixtures. Now, obviously, we touched on Spurs earlier.
Yes.
We do think they are a sell if you own both Kane and Son. But who, should we be looking at kind of replacements? What other teams have good fixtures coming forward?
Yeah, yes. This is the thing, really. There's so many teams coming forward, and one that I really like the look of right now, and that's obviously the team of the week, I would argue, and that's Aston Villa. So, amazing result against Arsenal 3-0. I really do think that Grealish is just looking so good. Anyone watches him, do you see him shoulder Bellerin? Oh my days, wait, honestly. It's a joke, but I think Grealish, Son going down into Grealish isn't actually as much of a downgrade as some people might think. I think it's an excellent option, and Villa have, I think, 10 game weeks where they're brilliant fixtures. So I'll be looking at probably going to Son to Grealish to really capitalise on them fixtures.
Yeah, I have to agree. I absolutely love Grealish. I think he's really coming into his own again this season, with Barkley and the other players around him. Just gives him that bit more space. And he's definitely getting much more forward this year. He's shooting more, which is exactly one from an FPL asset.
Yeah.
Really good fixtures. And obviously being helped by Ollie Watkins, who did really well at the weekend. What do you think of him?
Stepped up big time. I was really on the fence with him. I didn't really think he would be necessarily an option, but looks like he's got penalties. He's getting, like I mentioned, it almost looks like Villa are a team of just kind of like schoolboy players who are just enjoying their football, bit of like street ballers, and they are looking seriously good going forward. I really fancy Watkins at that price. And as we mentioned with Harry Kane, if you're looking at a real downgrade in terms of price, Kane to Watkins, you're saving yourself some serious money. And then we could be looking at upgrading the midfield options for Man City going forward in game week 10 onwards.
So you touched on it there, and I think everyone who's watching this is going to be wondering, Man City assets, what do we do? Are they options to bring in? Their fixtures look good. What's your thinking?
Yeah. That's the thing, man. I saw a stat earlier where they've only scored like one goal in their last like 3 or 4 games. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's unbelievable that they're really not firing all cylinders. But we've seen their fixture list. It looks unbelievable. I'm not sure about you, mate. Who are you targeting in that team? Because there's got to be some people who are standing out.
I think the very obvious one is Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, I know he missed the penalty on the weekend, but that goes in, and he was on for a big haul, and that's against a good team. And I think he did look quite attacking, and he's just so good. We know what we're getting with him. I mean, I know you're a Sterling owner, but I prefer De Bruyne for that consistency. He's
the one player. Sorry, he's the one player who I'm scared not to own, and I enjoy watching him so much. I think sometimes when you enjoy watching a player so much like that, just get him in. Just get him in.
Definitely, and I think it's worth talking about the Man City defence. I think Kyle Walker and Cancelo, I think with those fixtures, they can definitely get some clean sheets. So I'll be having an eye on them, but I think Kevin De Bruyne is definitely one I got my eye on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a Foden owner myself, and that is a worry. But do you keep if you own Foden?
Yeah, this is a big one for you, man. I feel sorry for you because I do think that he is excellent FPL value going forward. And it's one of those, we spoke about this before, where you have to hold him through the good and the tough times. But I'm obviously not an owner right now, but I could feel your pain because it feels like he's being benched every single week. And you're seeing the likes of Grealish and all, who are only a little bit more expensive performing. I do think that if you have the money to go up, a Foden into a Grealish could be a good option, just because I'm worried about his game time going forward. But Man City coverage in the attack just does look essential right now for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And just touching on another team, your team, Chelsea. Now the fixtures are good and bad, but the form is there. So in terms of this fixture swing, should we be considering their assets as well?
Yeah, I think we've covered the basis that we're looking good defensively now as options. I think we're showing that as a team and a collective we are actual assets. And Chilwell right now, he just looks unbelievable. I know you brought him in last week, mate, so congratulations on that. It was such a good, and that's what you're getting with Chilwell. He is on that back post, and now Ziyech. He's the man right now everyone's talking about. And I think with the Pulisic injury, a lot of people will be tempted by Ziyech going in. And I can't knock anyone on that decision. Set pieces, open play looks brilliant. And I think he'd be an excellent option, Ziyech, going forward.
I completely agree. I think Chilwell is an absolute must for how much he's attacking. I think he said in an interview as well, he's going to get in the box more. He's going to try and shoot more. Exactly what we want. Probably get clean sheets as well. I think Ziyech, his delivery is superb. I think, with so many attacking assets and good fixtures, I think he's a fantastic option and a good price as well. So I think, just to summarise, the teams to target are kind of saying Man City, Aston Villa are the main ones. And if you can, try and bring in a Chelsea asset or two also.
Bakar, start of the week.
How is Bakar getting stat of the week over to you this week, mate?
Conor, I told you, mate, you don't have to worry about these sort of things.
What?
A little bit of magic. I told you, me and Bakar have got something going on. You don't just worry about co-hosting, and I'll get you sorted, okay?
That's unbelievable. I cannot believe it.
And you're particularly going to like this stat, mate.
Oh,
Don't worry.
okay.
It's Everton, of course.
Good man.
So Everton have created just 4 big chances in their previous 4 games, as opposed to creating 13 big chances in their opening 4 fixtures. Incredible consistency from Calvert-Lewin, just to blank once despite that. Need Richarlison back to help him, it seems, mate. Because Everton obviously started the season so hot, and slowly, breaks are coming on them a little bit.
You are really enjoying this, aren't you?
Hey, Bakar's the one who provided.
Oh yeah, right. Bakar, you can bin off as well, mate. What are you doing sending stats in like this?
Hey, don't sack the stat man. He's carrying the show.
That's true. True.
So, back to business. What are the thoughts on Everton? There's a lot of managers who own Calvert-Lewin, Rodriguez. Do we sell?
Okay, so Calvert-Lewin, keep outright. I think he's still providing such good value. They're not doing very well at the moment. I can admit that. I do think Everton are massively missing Richarlison. His pace allows so much space for all the other players, and he creates a lot as well. He's a fantastic player. But I think Calvert-Lewin, he can still score against any team. Yeah. And he's still ticking over the points. I don't see any need to get rid of him. I think if you have a player like James Rodriguez, I would be tempted to get rid of him, but not now. You cannot sell him with Fulham up next. And they've even got a couple of good fixtures after that. So I think keep for the next 2 or 3, but then sell after that. So keep for now.
Okay. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with the Everton fans. Some wise words.
Better not.
Bakar, if you're listening, please keep providing these Everton stats because they are so good. But
you're lucky you were at home. Honestly, he thinks he'd get away with everything now.
But as always, guys, be sure to follow Bakar. He provides the stats every week. So on Twitter, excellent content. So thank you very much, Bakar.
Next up on the show, it's Correct Captain.
Correct Captain.
It's that part of the show where we have to pick the player who we think is the best captain for the current game week. So the scores are currently 4-2, I believe, actually. I think I won again last week picking Kane. Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, you done well last week, mate. I'll give you that one. I went for the wrong Spurs player, but rightfully so. 4-2 up, so I've got a bit of clawing back to do for sure.
You do. So, as ever, we can't pick the same player. So to decide who goes first, we have to do a challenge. What is this week's challenge, mate?
Well, mate, I think we both just recovered from last week's hot challenge, didn't we? Taste buds have just returned. So this week's challenge is going to be an old-fashioned pub quiz. Obviously, we can't get out to the pubs, so we thought we'd bring the pub quiz to you guys. And it's a great opportunity to join along, grab your favourite beer. I've got mine right here, an Indian Pale Ale. What have you got, mate?
I've got a gin and tonic.
Oh.
Well, it's a bit
nice, fragrant ones.
I'm a prince, mate. Got to be classy and all that.
Okay, I'll let you off. Okay, mate. So, pub quiz standard. We're going to do 3 questions each. We're going to ask each other, and then we'll do a tie-break question if it gets to that stage, but I'm sure it won't. So, are you going to ask me a question first, mate? I think
I'll go first. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Already. Okay, so feel free to join along. First question, Nacho. Here you go. Okay, so this is based on last season's Premier League.
Yes.
Who won the Golden Boot last season?
Oh, mate, is this kids play? Is this kids play? Jamie Vardy, come on.
Jamie Vardy. Correct. 1-0 to Nacho.
I don't even need to
You got an easy one there. Right. Next.
Right. Question for you, mate, is... Here we go. Let me get this up for me. Who recorded the most assists in the Premier League? Oh. This could be an interesting one for you, mate, because there's a few candidates.
I'm going De Bruyne, because I think he got close to Henry's record. Kevin De Bruyne.
You going to lock that one in?
Lock it in.
Correct.
Get in there.
Right. I was actually debating between Robertson. That's a good pick.
Okay, which Premier League club kept the most clean sheets? Oh, that's a bit more tricky, that is.
Yeah,
it's for last season.
So let me think about this. Okay, so it's going to be between Liverpool, Man City, and...
We had a little notification come up on the computer, but don't worry, Nacho. You keep going, mate. It's a reminder for me, don't worry.
So let me think about this. Man City were in the running, Liverpool and Pope going down to the last season. I'm pretty sure Burnley conceded, so I'm going to go Man City.
Oh, this is hard. Okay, Man City. You're correct.
Oh God, mate. There were 15 players to play every minute of Premier League football for their club this season. Which of the following players did not? Did not. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to give you 3 here because it's a tough question.
God.
Tarkowski,
Yeah.
Zaha, or Declan Rice. Which of those 3 did not?
Let's go Tarkowski.
Locking it in?
Lock it in.
Okay, buddy. No.
No! You're kidding. Oh my God.
The Wilf.
Zaha. Wow, I'm surprised. That's
Buddy.
difficult. Which team was shown the most red cards over the course of the season?
Oh my God. And no, not give me any options.
Go on. Right, choice of 3. Southampton, Bournemouth, or Arsenal. This is tough.
That's tough. I'm thinking about Arsenal's defence right now. I'm thinking how bloody leaky they are. Yeah. And David Luiz alone probably accumulated about 50. So I'm going to go Arsenal.
He's gone. Locking it in? Arsenal?
Locking it in.
Oh my God. Nacho, you are correct. How have you won again? I am not being funny, but you have definitely had the easier questions here. Someone has stitched me right up.
I'll take that. But if you're asking me a question of red cards in an Arsenal defence with David Luiz in it, then I think that is only got one answer to it, hasn't it? So, mate, if I've got my calculations correct, that is winner, chicken dinner. And this is getting a bit of a theme right now because I'm winning a lot of these challenges and I'm bloody losing every week. So,
wow, it's your fault for picking the wrong player, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, so I need to have a little think here, mate. So, who is going to be my captain? Now, we spoke about Man United, and I'm going to go for Marcus Rashford.
Ooh.
A bit of a differential, mate. I know we spoke about Fernandes, and this is a away record, which I think appeals to me. And obviously, this home fixture, I'm straight back onto Rashford. So I'm going to go for Marcus Rashford as a big differential captain because I need to get back 4-3 in this. Come on.
God, okay, Marcus Rashford. Right, a couple of options I got my eye on. I do like Everton's fixture, and I think Richarlison or James Rodriguez will do well. But I'm going to go for the safe, boring one, which is Bruno Fernandes. Now, the issue is United aren't great at home, but West Brom is such a good fixture. Yeah. And Fernandes was fantastic at the weekend. So I'm going to go for Fernandes.
So we're going for a straight shootout.
Yeah, should we cheers to that, United?
A virtual cheers.
Virtual cheers. Cheers, mate. United, we're both going.
Right, mate. So that is the end of the captaincy challenge.
Definitely. That was a really good one.
We picked some good options.
Yeah, and I was in a lot less pain this week, which is really nice, actually. But I think everyone will want to see us in pain again, so don't worry. I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah. And I hope that this setup has worked. I think we've done a good job here. So, obviously, I think this is going to be going forward for a little bit, I think, mate.
I think it is. And obviously, guys, let us know what you think of the show. You know, we're doing our best to try and record for you guys, get you guys content. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you thought of the topics. Give us some feedback.
Yeah, and as always, guys, obviously, if you did enjoy it, be sure to like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of these future shows.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.